All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Fort Worth Music Academy almost weekly podcast. We've missed a couple of weeks, but after those last couple of heavy ones, I want to give you a nice light one. So I'm honored today to be here with Long, Mr. Virtuoso Vu himself. Long, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So Long is an instructor here at the Fort Worth Music Academy, and he is fantastic. He always keeps a full schedule, and he teaches guitar, he teaches piano, he teaches drums. He'll teach you basically whatever you want to learn. And if he doesn't know how to play it, I've heard him say before, I'll learn it.
I don't know, we got tired of that introduction. It's been 2 years. Not tired of it.
Has it been 2 years?
So this age will be my 2 years here.
Oh, okay. Oh, here, hold that mic. You want to speak into it on like the side.
On the side, gotcha.
Yeah, perfect. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for students and families to just get to know who Long is. So, I mean, as much or as little detail as you want, let's just start from the beginning. Let's hear the life story of Long Vu.
Okay. So
Keep it always at the same
I got you.
place. Yeah.
So my name is Long Vu, and I've been here almost 2 years now. I came from Vietnam. I've been here for 4 years. I've been to the States for 4 years, and I came here for school, and I'm doing a PhD in aerospace engineering, which has nothing to do with music. But this is my passion. This has always been something that kind of balanced my head out.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So wait, so you lived in Vietnam, you were born in Vietnam?
Yes.
And you lived there for how long?
So I'm 27 now. So I lived there my whole life, and I just moved here 4 years ago.
Wow. So tell us because none of us in America really know, what is life like in Vietnam, and how is that different or the same compared to life in the States?
So over there, I would say it's more things are moving at a slower pace. Whereas here's everybody's more fast paced. You got to get the job done. You work hard, play hard. Over there, it's, so to speak, it's more like more like relaxed, which sometimes is good, sometimes bad. I prefer it here.
You like the kind of go.
I want that.
Yeah. Although it sounds right now, I feel like I kind of want to move to Vietnam. That sounds nice.
If you retire, that'll be the paradise city. If you retire,
really,
but not for a young guy like me, who wants to make.
You're ambitious, and yeah. Wow, that's cool. And so, what brought you over to the States? It was for school.
So this is my second time here. The first time I came here for a summer internship, and I was here for 10 weeks. I interned for GE, and I was like, I got to come back. This place is awesome.
Really?
So
wow.
So that was my my senior year. So after I got my bachelor's back in Vietnam, I came here for my master's, and now I'm continuing my study.
So you're now working towards your PhD, correct? So you're going to be Dr. Vu,
hopefully,
in aerospace engineering, and also a very proficient musician and teacher. That's incredible. So let me ask you this: what are your I guess your short-term goal now is to get your PhD. What are your long-term goals? What do you see for yourself? Where do you see yourself 10, 15, 20 years from now?
I want to have my own consulting company. Here in Texas we have a lot of aerospace companies.
Up to the mic.
Yeah, a lot of aerospace company. Big one like excuse me. A lot of big we have NASA. We have a Lockheed over there in Wild Settlement, and they have a lot of smaller jobs for. They outsource it to smaller companies. Now, I want to own one of those.
That doesn't surprise me in the least. Here's my prediction. Okay, so for those of you that don't know Long, if you know him, you already know this about him. But if you don't, Long is honestly one of the most dependable, hardworking people I've ever met in my life. And so I have a feeling in like 10 years. He's going to give me a call. He's going to be like, hey, how you been? I'm just giving you the update. This is what I'm doing with my consulting business. I'm going to be like, Long, listen, I need some help with the music school. And Long's going to come in here and he's going to consult. He's going to engineer this music school and take it to the next level after he's gone on and done his engineering. And all of Fort Worth Music Academy will be singing his praises again, but for a very different reason. That's my prediction.
Or if you want to buy a rocket, you can just let me know.
Oh, that's great. That's cool. So tell us a little bit about your life as a musician. What kinds of music are you into? How did you get started playing music? And do you have any goals or ambitions with music now?
Okay, this is a good one. So I came here 4 years ago, right? And my first roommate was a guy from Nigeria. Well, he's from Nigeria, but he moved here when he was like 2 or 3. Right?
Oh, okay.
So so he played the keyboard. He's amazing. He's 19, but he's crazy. He's one of those guys, crazy kid. And he was playing at a church, and he saw that I played the guitar. So one day he was like, you know, I can take you to my church, you know, if you want to, you know, we do need a guitar player. And, you know, they just gave me a little bit of money. It's a love offering after that. So I came and played with them because I got no job, just moved there. So that's a good deal for me. I got to play music and got paid for it. So
you're already getting paid to play music.
Yes.
Awesome.
And it was a learning experience because they was very, very good. This
now, what church was this?
It's in Carrollton.
Yeah.
It's in Carrollton. I forgot the name. I forgot the name. It was.
You don't play there anymore.
No, I played there for I think about a year and a half, and then he moved out.
Okay.
Roommates moved out. I didn't have any car. I had no car back then, so you know he was my ride.
Yeah.
So when he moved out, he's from Houston. He moved back to Houston. So when he moved out, you know.
That was it.
That was it. But that's how I started with kind of like play out music here in Texas, and it was a learning experience. What happened to me is so at that time I've been playing for 15 years. So that was under I've been playing like 12, 11 years at that time, right? I was playing Joe Satriani, as you know.
Yes.
And I came to play.
All hail the master, the great one, Joe Satriani. We have a shrine to him in our big teaching room here.
Yeah. So so I was playing Joe Satriani, right? And I remember the first gig I did at that church, couldn't play at all.
You mean like you couldn't play that kind of music, or like you kind of froze up?
I froze up. I couldn't hear anything. If I turned myself up to the point that I can hear myself, the pastor was like, "Oh,
yeah, was that your first experience playing with a band?
No, I've been playing with a band before.
Okay, but it's different playing at a church, right?
Yeah.
So I played with a church for 10 years, and I will never forget the first time that I got to play. I played this guitar, this one right here, and the terror. Like I had played like in bars and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just different, even in like the rockin' churches. It's a different experience. It's a different approach. The sound is much more controlled,
right?
And you have to play
to the music.
You have to play to the music. You have to play very differently than you normally do.
So that kind of taught me the discipline in playing music, because before, you know, like back in Vietnam, I played in rock band. You know, I just crank it up, right? Like you hear yourself. You the lead singer,
right?
You hear yourself,
right?
But you know, when you play in the band and you know you back up somebody, it requires more discipline.
Yes.
And another thing that I noticed is, so the musicians there, they can just come in and they're like, okay, what key? And boom, that's it, they play.
Yeah.
They know, they can hear how they can kind of anticipate the chord change. And it just blew my mind, right? So
you can do that now, I assume.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. So if a cadence 5-1-2-5-1, then I can hear it.
Yeah. Like most pop songs on the radio,
like, you know,
and the church songs, you can usually kind of hear where it's going to go next.
Kind of go to, yeah. So it's all about experience. So that was very eye opening. So that I did that for a year and a half, and then after he moved out, you know, I stopped playing Al. And I was now that you do it every week, it's gonna get lonely. Now that I have like nothing to do on the weekend, so I found this guy on Craigslist looking for a guitar player. This is a top 40 band, top 40 cover band.
Okay, cool.
So he was needing a guitar player because his guitar player quit on him. So he took me in, and again, it's in another setting. Now I have to learn because we do 3 hours. So I have to learn 45 songs, and I had
Oh,
I
man.
think
And you have to have
month and a
like
half.
different settings for every song, and right?
Yeah, I mean, I keep my setting pretty simple. I got
Okay,
one pedal,
okay.
that's it.
Okay.
I'm
Wow.
I'm not a pedal guy, but the problem now is, so you have church, which is you gotta pick things on the fly, right?
Yeah.
Now you have these cover band, you don't have to do that.
Mm,
You got time to prepare, but you have a very short time with a big material.
yeah.
So I I did that for a whole month. I kind of yeah I
That's
kind of
exhausting, isn't it?
yeah it was something, but it's a very rewarding feeling when you got it.
Yeah.
When you got it,
Cool.
and after you learn that amount of song, you start to realize, wait, a lot of them is the same. A lot of them are the same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like I did that, and and after that, we I played with him for a while. Now he kind of retired. That's when he retired a little bit after I started working here.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's what and I
So
got the
what
teaching gig here, right?
yeah, yeah.
And
What got you into teach? Because it was probably some Craigslist ad or something that you responded to.
yep.
What was it that led you to say, you know what, I think I want to teach?
So I've been playing music for a while, and I love doing it. And the job I got before I came here, I worked at a restaurant as a server, right? And then I was like, I've been doing it. I did that for a while. That do I really want to do this? And I always want music to be something that I do often and got paid for
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
right?
That was my goal when I was in high school. I said, I just want to be able to get paid to have a guitar in my hands or to be able to listen to music and make music all day long.
Yeah.
And this is a great way to be able to do it.
Yeah. And another thing is like I have teaching jobs my whole life. I think my first job was was a math tutor.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you when you started doing that?
I was a senior in high school. So 17, 18.
Wow, wow. So when I was 18 years old, one of my first jobs was to tutor high school students. Actually, a bunch of them from Vietnam. There was a strong Vietnamese community in Holland, Michigan, and I just wanted to drive the van that picked the kids up from the school. And they're like, "Oh, we don't really need more van drivers. Do you want a tutor?" And I was like, "Not really." But I started doing it, and I was like, "I love this." And that was kind of, for me, the first trigger point of like, I really like teaching. Was it like that for you when you were tutoring?
It's just like when you see that you can help people get something, it's just a feeling amazing.
Yeah.
It feels amazing.
Yeah. So in this environment where you get to play music, you get to help somebody solve a problem, and it's very immediate usually, right? Like even if they don't have big results overnight, there's something you can help them with on the spot. And at least for me, after a full day of teaching, I always go home. Sometimes I come into a day of teaching just like, oh, I don't feel like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But by the time I get like 5 minutes into the first lesson, I'm like, I love this. And by the end of the day, I'm like, it pumps me up. I feel great.
Yeah, because it's music. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's music and you're connecting with people. Yeah, it's super, super fun. So Joe Satriani, and that kind of got you. That's kind of what you started with. Well, now you're playing country music. I see you got your Kenny Jean hat on.
Yeah.
So you're playing with one of our awesome students, Kendra,
Yeah.
who you guys have been busy gigging. I mean, how did this? start? Obviously, you're teaching her, but how did it start? You playing guitar for her and gigging with her.
So one day she just asked me, "Do you want to be my guitar player?" I was like, "Okay, I'm not doing anything right now, so why not?" And no, the thing is, if you know Kendra, she has serious skill.
She is very
She's a
talented.
very good singer, but I sort of look to more than that. You know, I believe that talent is everywhere, but skills is something else. Like skills that you can actually get the job done. Because I remember I told you I tried to look for a singer for the longest time, and
Yeah.
I gave them like 10 songs for 2 weeks. They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Kendra is something else.
Yeah.
Kendra's like 40 songs in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man, she's on it.
Yeah, which is amazing, and I kind of have that feeling. I remember the first time I saw her was her performance with her daughter Molly at one of the
one of the showcases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because the song she performed was that song from the Lady Gaga, Shallow.
Yes,
right?
and she hates that song.
She hated that song, but she took the challenge.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
demonstrates skill right there.
Yes.
Because most people will be like, I don't like it. I don't like that. That's
Yep.
not me. And which is great, but everybody unique. Everybody's is unique. You gotta be so unique that when you're doing something that that's not you, people can still see you.
Yep.
So that's my take on it.
Yeah.
Like, wow, she's amazing.
Cool.
So when
Cool.
she asked me, no hesitation.
Yep. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So you found someone who complements your work ethic and skill set. So okay, I know you got to go teach, and I have an appointment as well. So we're gonna wrap things up here. I feel like we could do this for at least an hour, but we got to stop there. So tell everybody where they can find you, social media. Where can they find you playing live? And of course, you can sign up for lessons with Long if you're not already a student of his. But you can catch him out in the wild. Where?
So I'm not very big on social media, but my Facebook is my name, Longview.
Yeah, and that's VU.
Yep, LONG, the longest name you ever heard.
You do have an Instagram handle. It's like @Longview.
It's Longview11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what it is. And then, of course, people can catch you live with Kendi Jean, Kendi. Jean is JEAN. And her website is like kendijean.com or something.
Yep, you can find anything on there. She posted our schedule, where we play at. Everything's on there.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Long, it really is an honor to get to have somebody like you working here at the school. It's humbling for me because before anyone else worked here, I thought I was like, I'm incredible. I'm a great teacher. I felt real good about myself. And then guys like you come in, and then Steven and Rowdy and Simone, and we have such incredible teachers here. It's humbling for me because I see how good you guys are. And I hear what you're doing with the students. I hear what my daughter is doing at home practicing that you're giving her. I'm like, oh, dang, he's got her working on some really cool stuff. So thank you.
Thank you. Likewise, it's a great honor for me to be here too.
All right.
It's a great school to work for.
Good. Well, my goal is to try and just stay out of y'all's way as much as possible. I find that's usually the best thing to do. Just like you guys
are
do.
A very awesome boss. I gotta say that.
Well, that's
from the bottom of my heart. You are.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, that's.
I wouldn't be here this long if you're not.
All right, cool. Well, you guys, that wraps up this episode. We will catch you next time. We got a student showcase coming up on Sunday, December 6th at Main at Southside here in Fort Worth. Other than that, check out FortWorthMusicAcademy.com if you're not already a student with us. And we hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.
There we go.